Hey there, everyone. This is Mark, and welcome to my channel on hosting and stuff. Today I'm going to show you how to create your own vanilla Minecraft Java Edition server using a VPS server. It can get expensive to have other companies host your Minecraft server, whereas you can do it yourself, which is a lot cheaper. In my case, I'm from South Africa, so there are not many service providers that host Minecraft servers. Therefore, we are going to do it ourselves. Okay, we can't just take any VPS and think it is all good. So I'm going to guide you through this to ensure we do everything correctly the first time. The VPS I'm going to use is from Absolute Hosting. I do all my VPS work with them and I never had any problems with them. Now, I'm going to show you which options to select and where to go. When you open my link, you'll see some options at the top of the page. Hold your mouse on top of VPS, and then we're going to click on Browse Budget VPS. There is, as you can see here, there is a way that you can just select AMD CPUs, but I don't like to do it that way, so I'm going to go to Browse to Cheap VPS, and then there's AMD EPIC VPS servers, and then the one that I normally use is the AMD EPIC Milan 7763 VPS. Click on the green order now, like I just did. Sure, so now we got all our specs here that we have seen already. So now here's the first thing that you have to fill in, root password. This is for your root account. This is like your administrator account's password. So we're just going to type in hosting 1, 2, 3, 4 question mark. You can basically add anything here, what you want, just to make it sure it's your own password and you'll remember it. And then in VPS OS template, we're not going to use Ubuntu, we're going to use AlmaLinux. The reason why we're using AlmaLinux is because that is the distro that I'm the most used to and that I mostly use. You can use Ubuntu, you can use any distro, but there is commands that's going to be changed and so on. So if you want to follow through with my video, I would suggest you use AlmaLinux 9. There is a CPU cores. 2 is fine for what we're using it for the server. And then 2 gigs of RAM. We can actually keep everything minimal, and it should be fine. And we're going to keep 1 IP address. We don't need anything more. And then we're going to click on continue. Sure, so now we are in our cart or checkout. So this is all the stuff that we're going to get. And then we're just going to go to checkout. And then you just need to fill in this form here to create a new account for you on the Absolute Hosting's website. So name, last name, email address, phone number, all the required information that you would need. And then this password here can be as well anything, but so long you remember it. But you just have to remember that this is not your root password. This is your account password. So make sure that you keep it separate, and then remember your root password is for your root, and then your account for your account. And then your security question, you can choose any of this and answer it. And then here's the payment methods. So this is obviously South African payment methods. This is your basic credit card payment, and this is your instant EFT payments. And then if you like, you can join the mailing list, or if you don't want to, you can click it like how I did, and I then just tick this terms and conditions. If you have time, you can read the terms and conditions, but I'm not going to do it for this video. And then you just click on complete order. So then it's going to start asking you for payments and all that. I'm not going to go through all that. It should be easy to go through. So after that, then you will have a new account, and then you should be automatically logged in after everything is done. But I got already an account, so I'm just going to log in. So we're going to type in the email address. Remember, this is the email address that you signed up with, and this is your account password. Okay, so we're going to click on services. If you just signed up for it, it might not be ready. It normally takes a few minutes for it to be completed and ready to use. So you just have to wait for about, I would say, max 10 to 20 minutes. Okay, so here we go. We got our VPS and it's running, and then everything's ready to go. So first thing is you'll notice there's some information here. There's a host name, and then there's primary IP address. Host name we're not going to stress too much about. Primary IP address is what we do need. So I'm going to just copy this, like what I'm doing, and I'm going to open Notepad, like so. Right, and then I'm just going to paste that IP address there so it's easy accessible. In case we close this page, we can still access this IP address. Now we're going to go through to access the server itself. There is multiple of ways you can do this. You can use CMD, you can use PowerShell, you can even use this nogui and C console, like so. And then yeah. Okay, I don't know why it is. Oh, I need to scroll down. That's why. So then you just type in your username, root, and then your password, the password you have selected for your roots. And then there, we are logged in. Now we have access to our server right now. But I don't like to use the browser like this. So I like to use a piece of software called Putty. So I'm just going to Google, okay, if I can, there. Putty download. Okay, so I'm going to click on Putty download, like so. I've noticed that this link was not working for me previously, but there's another link here from the UK, and that one works with no issues. So we got this page, and then package files, and then here's a selection of Putty that you can select from. So the CPU that I'm using is a 64-bit x86 architecture. If you have a 32-bit edition of Windows, you wouldn't require to install this one, or if you got an ARM edition, then you have to use that one. But I know for a fact I got a 64-bit x86, so I'm going to download that one. Okay, so we got our download sign over there. Just double click on it. Okay, so here's the install. We're just going to click next, next, and then install. We don't really have to check anything. Okay, then it's asking administrative permissions. You say yes. Okay, so we don't need to view the README, but you're always welcome to do it when you click it. So if you want to, you can. Finish. Okay, so now we got Putty installed. You can click on the start button. It should normally be there like so, but if it's not, you can just press the start button and type in Putty, and then it should pop up right here, best match. Okay, so we got Putty here, all up and going. But the first thing I'm going to do, but you don't really need to do this, I'm just going to go into Appearance, and then I'm going to change the font size so everyone can read in what I'm doing. So I'm going to select 18, maybe 20 for better view, and press OK. Okay, so that's now done. So let's go into Sessions. Now this would what we would start with every time we open Putty. So here you would see host name or IP address. So now remember we opened this text document here, Notepad, with the IP address. We're going to copy that IP address and paste it. Now we can just open it and it will work fine, but what we can also just do to make it quicker for us in the future, we can name it and save it. So I'm going to name it as Minecraft server, like so. And then I'm going to click on the save button. Now you've noticed that it created a little thing here called Minecraft server. So we're going to just double click on that and then it should log in. It will give you a security alert for the first time using it. You just click accept and then it should be fine. Alright, so now we are in login. So login as. So we're going to log in as root. And then that root password we made, we're going to type that in here. And I misspelled it. Okay, so now we're in. Easy as that. So now we got our own server going. Now we're just going to install the things we require to access the server. Or to create the server, I mean to say. It's always healthy to start with an update, so we're going to type in yum. Yum is a package manager that's mostly with Red Hat Linux distros that AlmaLinux is one of. Okay, so yum update, then -y. So -y just makes everything faster. It will normally ask you yes and no questions if you put the switch y there, like what I did here. It won't. So just press enter. Then, as you can read, nothing to do. So it has already been updated. Okay, so now the next thing we would need is to install another package, yum install. Okay, sorry, not another package. We never installed another package, we updated. So now we are going to install a package using yum install, then wget. So what wget is, it's a program that you can download from a link within the command line. So, and then I'm going to also put the -y there so I don't have to say yes for everything. Okay, so we would need to install Java itself. This is a Java edition of Minecraft, so it would require Java. Okay, so I'm just going to copy the link now. Copy, paste. Okay, so yum install Java, and then this is the version, and then with the Y for, so it automatically says yes for everything, so we don't have to. Enter, install it. This might take a while. It might be faster on your side, but this is the normal speed, I would assume. Okay. we're going to create a folder where we're going to put our Minecraft server in. So all the files that Minecraft requires, we're going to put in this folder we're going to create right now. Okay, so just for basic Linux usage, what this little tilde sign here means that you're in your home folder. So now as root, your user folder is not under home, it's under the folder root. So if I just press cd ... and list, you see that there's a folder root, and then there is a folder home here. Okay, so we're not gonna, because now we are as root, this is our root user here. So we can press cd and the tilde sign, like so, and then we would be in there, or we can just press cd root to be in our user directory. Okay, so now we are in our root directory, so we can just list there should be nothing there. Now we can copy. Okay, sorry, I'm going to copy, but you can copy it as well from the description. Copy, paste. Okay, so mkdir means make directory, and then the tilde sign means in your home folder, and then it's going to create this folder named this. Okay, so that's done. Now if we're going to list, oh look, there's a folder there. So we're going to go cd. You can type the whole thing, Minecraft, but there's a shortcut you can use, the tab button, that will autofill it. Awesome. So now if we're going to list it again, there's nothing there. Okay, so now we're going to download the server, the server file inside this folder. So now we're already inside it. We have cd into it. So now we are currently in that folder. Now we're going to download the Minecraft server into it. So how I normally do it is search Minecraft. Okay, without the space now. Server download Java edition. You don't have to add the free in, but it did that automatically. So now download, click on this link here. This is the original Minecraft.net link. You can go here if you want to. Okay, so I made a mistake. This is not the server. It's a server. Okay, so we are under download. We just have to scroll down to the Minecraft server software, and we're going to get the Java edition server over here. Okay, so this is now the page to download the Minecraft Java edition server. So how are we going to get this into our server? The easiest way that I know of is here's the download link. You can read here. We're gonna just click on the link and say copy link address, like so. Right? Then we go back into our putty here. And then that wget we installed, we're going to use it now. So wget space, and then the link we copied over there. So now how we paste it there is just right click inside the block of putty, like so. And then enter. There, we are now downloading the server file right here. And just another disclaimer here. Make sure you got this version of Minecraft, because no other version will work unless it is this one here. Okay. That's that now. So now our next thing we're going to do is we're going to install an application called Screen. Screen is an application that we can use to You open a new terminal within the terminal, right? So now if we accidentally close Putty, for an example, we can just open Putty again, log in, and then we can just go back into the same server screen where we were. And if we do not do this, if we close Putty accidentally, we cannot get back to the console of Minecraft server. So let's start with installing the Minecraft, means installing screen. Okay, so we're gonna yum install screen, and this won't work due to the fact that it doesn't match anything. So you would need to install something else first, and that's the epel packages. So let's type in yum install epel-release, then the -y. Everything's going to be in the description, so you'll be able to copy and paste it. So it's enterprise packages for, sorry, extra packages. Sorry, one moment. It's in my head somewhere, I'm just trying to think of it. Enterprise extra packages enterprise for enterprise Linux. That's it. Awesome. So we got that, and we need to download that. Sorry about that. And now, if we're going to type in this, we can use the up arrow. That is what we typed in previously, and press up again. Now yum install screen. Now all of a sudden it will install because it has a package list now from the epel thing we installed previously. All right, so that is that. Now we've got screen installed. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to run it. So how to run it, we're going to just type in screen like that. Easy as that. Enter. Now, as you can see at the top here on the screen, there's a screen at the top of the window here with the Putty, screen 0. So you can have more than one, but we're not going to go through the screen and how we're going to go through many screens. We're just going to go through the one and only. Okay, so now from here, we're going to actually run the Minecraft server. So I'm going to copy this command here, and I'll explain it to you. Okay, so this we're going to run Java. Java is a programming language, and then the server is written in Java. So that's the server.jar over here. And then here's some parameters here that shows you how many gigs of RAM it should use, maximum and minimum, if I can remember right. So yeah, so as you can see here, I'm not using the full 2 gigs due to the fact that we would need some RAM for the OS itself, for Linux or AlmaLinux to run. So I'm not using the full amount, so I'm just using a bit less. And yeah, so everything runs properly and it won't crash. Now you'll see a lot of things happening, and you'll get a failed to load this eula.txt due to the fact that you need to change the document. Okay, so if we're going to type in ls like so, you'll notice that there is a document called that over here. So we're going to just type that in. I use normally a text editor called vi, like that, and then the file name. You just press enter. Then you notice that there is some text here. This is a text editor. And then there's this line here that says EULA false. And we need to change this false to true. So there on our keyboard, we're going to press the insert button like so. As you can see here below, it changed to insert. And then now we can edit the document. If we didn't do the insert, we wouldn't be able to edit the document. So then we're going to backspace that and change it to true, like so. So then we have to press the escape button, like so. And then you notice the insert has disappeared. And then the colon button. And then we're going to type in W for write, Q for quit. Enter. Then we have noticed that it's quitted. Now we are back into the terminal. We press list, all the files are still the same. So if we're going to press the up arrow, up arrow, up arrow, up, then we're just going to run this command again. This might take a bit of a while, especially running for the first time, but thereafter it should be quite quick to load. It has to unpack everything and load everything. And while we wait here, just another disclaimer is that this is a vanilla version of the server, so there's no extras or no plugins or no mods, nothing. So if that is something you're interested into, I can most probably make a video eventually on that, but you would need to get a better VPS for that. So you would have to change the 2 gig of RAM to 4 gigs, and then maybe just add another 4 CPUs as well for a faster and smooth game. Okay, so here it's finished. The game is currently now being servered. It's running in the server right now. So, but I just want to show a couple of things first before I'm going to go into the game. I'm just going to run another list command. So just to let you know how I canceled the server is I hold Control and C and type that a few times, and then it cancels the server and then the server closes. Okay, so there is another file here that we need to check on, vi, and then it's called server.properties, like that. And then we're gonna press enter, and then you will notice this huge list of things here. So the only reason why I'm just showing you this list is this is quite important. You would need to change these options here for your game to run as and how you would want to run it. So like game mode, level speed, this is all important things. You can even use a level seed if you really want to. So the level will always generate the same. Difficulty. And then there's even some options here that is quite server IP. I'm not too sure why you would need to do that. Enable, Okay, so I'm just showing that. I'm not going to necessarily change anything there. So I'm going to, sorry, let me just redo that. I'm going to I'm going to press a colon key and then just Q. Previously we used WQ, but we're not going to write anything. There's nothing I'm going to save, so I'm just going to press Q to quit. Okay, so let's run the server now. Okay, so we're just going to type in that same command we did previously, like so, using the up arrow to get to that command, or you can just copy and paste it from my description. You will notice that this will load a lot quicker right now. Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't notice it is finished. So it's done. So now we're going to run it on our other screen. Yeah, just one more thing. I just have to cut this into the video. That now, let's say you accidentally closed your putty and you're running the server. You remember that this is a console. You can actually type things in here and then you can actually change things, kick players and all that. So it's always handy to have this console. So, but now, oops, you closed it. Now what we do? So now what we'll do is we'll just open Putty like so. And then that Minecraft server we created within Putty, we're going to just double click on that. We're going to log in as root. Type in your root password you have selected. Right, so now you see this is what normally happens. Now how are we going to use the console from here? We can't. So then there is a screen command we can use. Screen command, then dash R, not 2, R, like so. And look, then everything is back with my SD that I typed there. So everything's back to what it was. So it like saves your screen spot and where it was without losing it, so you are able to get back to it. Yeah, 100%. Like so. Awesome. Okay, so this is the game. We're going to go into multiplayer. And then actually forgotten something. We will have to go back here and just copy that same IP address. Like so. Then go back to the game. And then you can use direct connection or add server. Let's just add a server because we're going to connect it to it again. So on your keyboard, you hold Control and V. Then it will paste that IP address we copied previously. And then done. Awesome. So you can see it here. It's got 22. That is quite good. And then we can just play it. Awesome. Now I'm in game on my own Minecraft server. And there's a black sheep. Okay, sorry. So now, have you noticed that it's running quite smooth? If you hold tab in, it gives you the quality of the connection at the top next to hosting and stuff. So yeah, that's all done. Finished. You got your own vanilla Minecraft server. Alright, so if you don't mind using that link of Absolute Host, that will help my channel a lot. And as well, I have a shopping website called shop.nolza.0. If there's any IT related equipment, components, also server related things there, you can have a look, squiz there, and maybe buy something. And you would most probably require to be in South Africa to buy there. It's not international. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. That would be it. Cheers for now.